Hey guys, Phillip Lopez here with nichesbecrazy.com. Today we got Casey Lindsey, all the way from Lubbock, Texas, right?
Yeah.
And he's known as the Nomadic Marketer, and he's going to teach us a little bit about CPA marketing, about internet marketing in general, just kind of his experience with everything. How you doing, Casey?
Doing well. Thanks, Phil. Good to talk to you.
Excellent, man. You're a fellow Texan, man. I'm up here in the DFW area. I think it's awesome to get another Texan in here. I see your Red Raiders hat or whatever, but yeah, man. I just had to reach out to you because I've seen you around Facebook, and you're in my group. What's it called? And you're in another group I know. And then I just love your posts, man. You make some great posts, and they're like super intricate with the words you use and stuff, and it kind of made me jealous because I'm a wordsmith myself. But yeah, man, you're doing great on Facebook. I think you're getting a pretty good audience there. Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, can you hear me now, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay, cool. It cut off for just a second, but that's cool, man. I don't know if you were saying something or not, but anyhow, but I just want to see CPA marketing, just for anybody that doesn't really know what it is. Maybe you can kind of give a brief explanation of exactly what it is, or just an overview.
Sure. CPA is it's a branch of affiliate marketing. It is CPA stands for cost per action. It's also known as performance marketing. Performance marketing, basically just you're paid for performance. So the idea in CPA or performance marketing is that you are going to generate a lead or a sale for a company, and for generating that lead or that sale, you're going to be compensated. So there's basically three different, you've got cost per sale type offers, where I am going to be the customer acquisition specialist for the company. So I'm going to set up my own creative. I'm going to do my own copywriting. I'm going to pay for the ads myself. And then it's up to me to make sure that that I am spending less in my advertising efforts than I'm making on the back end per sale. So that's cost per sale. You have cost per lead, which is these are the simplest types of offers, and they are generally where most new people get started. There's SOI, which is single opt-in, DOI, double opt-in. There are 2-page submits, 4-page submits, which are say like loan offers that might pay $80 a sale. They have a very high payout, but the person that before you get that payout, they have to complete the action, which in this case say is 4 pages worth of information that they have to submit. So a single opt-in, which means basically the person is going to email address, and for every person that punches in, they're going to make $2.30 as an example, depending on the type of offer and things. And so the last one, which is relatively new and I don't have a lot of experience with, is cost per call. And these are where you are trying to get somebody to call in during specific business hours, say for a loan offer or a home warranty offer or a bunch of similar type things. So those are basically the three types. The easiest way to get started, like I said, is single opt-in. So like gaming offers. Gaming offers are really popular. They are free territory on Facebook. There's a lot of things you can't do on Facebook. So like no dating, stuff, nothing like that on Facebook. But gaming offers are easy to get your ads approved. And it's just, making sure through tracking and various other things that your cost per lead is less than what you're being paid. So that's just kind of a brief overview.
No, that's excellent. Honestly, I have a basic idea of what CPA marketing is. I know kind of what it is. but I actually didn't know about all the double and some of the terms and stuff like that. So it's good to hear that stuff, because some people can be sorry, I clicked on something wrong. What's it called? People can be a little bit just what's it called, dismayed just by terms. It's like it's not that crazy. It's just little abbreviations and little different terms. But what's it called? And that's really where I can get hung up as well. I'll admit. But but yeah, like just gauging by what you said is are Facebook ads probably the most effective way for somebody to advertise? Like you said, probably like single opt-ins and zip submits.
Facebook, the thing about Facebook, and it's the same thing with YouTube. YouTube is a little more is a little easier because there's not a review process to post your videos the same way that there is, say, for you to get your ads posted to Facebook. However, YouTube really does not want you direct linking CPA offers to YouTube videos. What they want is they want a pre-sale page. So the most challenging is probably Google AdSense. So all kinds of offers you can't promote, and the way that their stuff is set up, the landing page that they go to can't be just simply a pass-through page, or likely you're not going to get approved. It needs to be that there's some value added through the page that they connect to before they click the link. So Facebook is kind of somewhere in between those two. Facebook, to get your ads approved, you can't use super aggressive copy. You can't do things that are misleading. Lots of things that you just simply can't promote, where once you could promote dating on Facebook, you can't anymore. But Facebook, just simply because of its reach, is where a lot of people make a killing in CPA. But there are so many different traffic sources. There's so many different ways to go about it. Base traffic breaks down, of course, just like in anything in affiliate marketing. It all breaks down into two general categories: free traffic, paid traffic. And I think a lot of people say, and I will admit myself, that I told people in the beginning when I was in a campaign, and that's the drawback.
Hey, Casey, you kind of cut out for about 5 to 10 seconds there. You were saying something about when I was, and then it kind of cut off after that. Could you repeat that?
Sure. So, when we're all in a process of growing, so, but in the first little bit that I was doing CPA, in some of the follow-alongs that I have written for, there's a forum called Affiliate Fix, which is a pretty good forum, and I have a very long follow-along about some of my journey in my entrance into CPA marketing. And I used to say, well, the drawback to a free traffic campaign is that it's not scalable. So if I put a YouTube video out there, I can't, without paying for the traffic to the video through video ads, I can't make sure, I can't increase the number of people who are watching it organically. It just kind of has to be viral in nature or something like that. But as time has gone by, I've come to believe or think just a little bit differently. So a paid traffic campaign is easy to scale. Let's just say that I'm spending, just make the numbers easy and round. Let's say I'm spending $1 per click, but I'm getting $3 per click back. I have a 300% ROI. So, I mean, it's easy. For every $10 I put in, I make 30. For every $100 I put in, I make 300. This is easy to scale. The only thing that begins to limit me is how fast am I getting paid back from the CPA network that I can funnel back into my advertising on the front end of my funnel. But although free traffic, can't be scaled in the same way that paid traffic can, it can be scaled in a different way. I can create, say, instead of one video that drives traffic to a CPA offer, I can create 20 videos that are all different, that have a different angle, that reach and speak slightly different to different audiences, that all drive traffic to the same offer. So I can scale a free traffic campaign. I just have to do it in a different way. And I got off a little bit on that, but anyway.
It's okay. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about before this all started, about the content creation, kind of using a bunch of different angles to get people, towards the same offer, so that makes a lot of sense, that not everybody's going to relate to that one message, so that makes sense. But yeah. Now you were saying, I guess this is just so, for anybody that's interested in this, myself included, so it seems like maybe the most successful thing, or the thing you would recommend the most, as far as free versus paid, would probably be, Facebook ads. And then when you were mentioning YouTube earlier, actually, were you talking about YouTube ads or just YouTube videos?
So my the first real success I had in CPA was with a free traffic campaign. It'll actually be a case study that I'll have up on my blog as my opt-in. And I should have that up within the week. It's something that I've been working on for a little while, and it's not quite finished. But it'll be, I started, and in a 30-day span, without spending a dime on landing page software. Now, I did use free trials on some of this stuff, but without spending a dime and using totally free traffic from YouTube, I generated about $350 through a single CPA offer. I tried to expand the channel because I was using one channel, and I was using a linking wheel for the videos where 4 videos referred to another video. That video was propelled up into very near the #1 spot for the keywords that I was using. I tried to branch out into some other products that were additional CPA offers that were tied to the same company. And another fellow marketer didn't like what I was doing and complained to YouTube, and they knocked my channel off air for a couple of weeks. So after that, I still continued. Once it came back up, I still continued to get traffic from it, but it never did. My videos didn't rank the same, and I didn't generate the same kind of sales from it. But I think I made $500 or $600. I put maybe $8 in up front. If I really had known what I was doing, I probably could have done it in 3 or 4 hours. But just kind of learning as I went. It took me about 10, and that was in last year. And I set that campaign up, and through December, so from August to December, I made about $550 or $600, something like that, from that campaign. So, it's so many people, they want to get started for nothing, and you can. It's just that it's a little more difficult, and you generally can't see the same growth because say, like where I was talking about scalability. So time becomes the limiting factor when you're trying to scale a free campaign, as opposed to money becomes your limiting factor when you're trying to scale a paid campaign. But if you're trying to create 20 videos and you're creating the angles and you're doing the copy that goes in your description and you're doing all the things, so again, if you have the money to invest in paid advertising, then I suggest that you probably start with Facebook. It's one of the easiest platforms to start with, and its reach and its targeting capabilities are just tremendous. So that's where I would recommend that you start.
No, that makes perfect sense, man. That's awesome. But yeah, man, with what's it called? Now I've heard about CPA marketing, and what's it called? Let's say just because like a lot of people are new to it, and me, I have an idea about, like, if you were to recommend to someone like how to get started. Like, I know that you're kind of making a comparison as to free to paid or whatever. But let's say, so I know you recommend that probably people start off free. I'm thinking, right? What's it called? What would be like the maybe I would say the quickest way, or maybe the most efficient way for someone to go from a free, start off for free, and then maybe like the most efficient way to go on to paid?
Man, so again, I'll just kind of go back to this. If you have any money to invest, then I think you should start. If you have the capability to start with paid traffic, I think you should. If you just don't have any money and you're trying to do it with free traffic, then of course, then you need to search out traffic methods that are use free. You need to start with traffic methods that are free. So YouTube, Pinterest for a little while had banned affiliate links, including CPA links. but they've recently reversed that. So Pinterest is a free platform that you can use. You can still put they've made it where you can go back and put your links in there. So you can promote CPA that way with Pinterest. Of course, Facebook and things. I'll give you a little tip, something that I just recently learned. So the very first time I went to promote someone else's product, and there's only been 2 that I really felt strongly enough about promote them through Facebook, but I just could not figure out how to get my link to appear in my post. And so I've watched other people, and they disconnect. So they put such and such.com, and they leave a space between the end and the .com, and they say, hey, just connect this in your browser and you'll be taken to the page. So the challenge is Facebook doesn't want you direct linking to certain IP blocks that are associated with things that they say or they deem as potentially, spammy or scammy. And so anyway, anybody can do this. Here's just a little tip, and it's a way that you can get started for free promoting CPA on Facebook. So go set up a Wix account or a Weebly account. Create a very, very simple landing page with a picture that's compelling and a very brief copy that is really a call to action button on your Weebly page. So I'm going to take this promote, and I'm going to put into a post, hey, check this out, and again, you don't want to make it scammy or spammy or anything like that, but let's say it's a BizOp offer. Say, hey, you looking for a way to make some extra money online? Check this out. And then you just have an image that click through. When they click through on it, they're going to go to Weebly or Wix, right? So now it becomes a very simple, free landing page. I put the call to action button on there. They click, and the button just says, show me how, for example. Something super easy, super simple, show me how. Now they click through the button, and they go to the landing page. This is not outside of the terms of service for Facebook. I've driven them to a page. I have asked them to take an action. They have a choice. It is not the offer page, and I can post this inside my post without any fear, unless there's a change in the terms of service, of course, without any fear from Facebook or and it allows me to actually connect the dots, because I'm leading them to this page, which then takes them off to the offer. So that's an easy way that you can put links into Facebook, into your post, that they don't have to appear in your comments, is just to simply set up this little cheap, easy landing page that they go to first. And you could tie it, if you had the funds, you could tie it to an autoresponder, lots of different things you could do there, but that's just one easy way to get started. So, and let me back up just a little bit. Before you can get started with the CPA network, you have to get approved.
Go ahead, sorry.
There are some networks that you just by applying, you're approved, right? CPA Grip, CPAgrip.com. Pretty much if you apply, you're approved. Now, Max Bounty, on the other hand, or PeerFly. Max Bounty and PeerFly, you're either going to have promoting, and you don't have to be an expert. You can say, well, I'm
kind of somewhere like 5 seconds there. You're talking about Max Bounty and PeerFly.
Sure. So on Max Bounty and PeerFly, you're going to have to talk to somebody. You don't have to show them that you're an expert in CPA, but they want to talk to you because they are if you promote an offer in a way that is deceptive, the network can be liable to the advertiser. So it's in their best interest to protect not just you as a fellow publisher in promoting an offer in a way that's not deceptive, but to protect themselves from liability from the advertiser. So in this case, they say they're going to call you or they want to talk to you. Call them first. So you submit your application. Just say, hey, I plan on doing Facebook ads, some social posting. I'm somewhat new, but I have taken a few courses on CPA, and I'm looking to implement those things that I've learned. Don't say anything that's not true, that's deceptive. If you say, yeah, I'm doing this deal and I'm generating 1,000 clicks a day and a bunch of things, they're going to see right through it. You're not going to get approved, and you need a lot of different kinds of offers. So CPA Grip has some really great offers for content lockers. So I create a blog post. I make it extremely compelling, and the bottom of the post.
What does content lockers mean to just to let people know?
Content locker is I lock up some portion of the content on a post, or it could be video game cheat codes as an example. But I lock this stuff behind what's called an offer wall. And so you say, oh man, I really want to do that. So you search for something. I've got my stuff, my post or whatever that says, hey, get these cheat codes that enable you to do XYZ on this game. So you click on it and you read down, and I kind of tease you with a little bit of stuff. And then it says, click here to get the codes. So you click there, and then there's an offer wall. Choose one of these 3 offers, complete this offer, and then I'll show you the codes. That's a content locker. So CPA Grip, CPA Lead's another one that has content lockers. There's some unique ways that you can use those that, and they're relatively new to me, but different group or type of offers. But for the broadest offers that are available, some of the best CPA networks are like Max Bounty, ClickBooth, ClickDealer, PureFly, and you're not going to get approved to those unless you talk to somebody. So you submit your application, it'll send you something and say, hey, they're reviewing it. Give them a call. Say, hey, I just submitted it. I wanted to talk to somebody. Give them, and at the very least, even if you can't talk to somebody, make sure that you're available when the phone rings, or you're just not going to get approved. And Max Bounty has thousands of offers. I think they run between 2,000 and 4,000 offers at a time on their page. So there's offers in all different kinds of verticals, that you can promote. So, but you got to get approved first. And so that's kind of some of the process that you would go through.
That makes a lot of sense. And really, with these networks, people they just want to know that you're a real person, that you actually care enough to talk to them. Because if you don't, then why would they risk their reputation? That makes a lot of sense. That's not just CPA market places or anything, but like if you're trying to promote anywhere else, and they require that stuff, just reach out to them. That's all. Even if it's at least an email, But yeah, it seems like with these CPA places, you want to really just reach out to them and just let them know you're a person. Let them know you're not going to do anything. Be legit with them. And the best thing is you can be honest. And just from like something similar, like when I want to promote an offer as an affiliate, let's go. Let them know about places you're at. You have a blog. Tell them, hey, I have a blog. And I'm going to talk about this stuff. That way it adds to your credibility. So if you have anything, you have a Facebook profile. Say, hey, you have any questions? I may not have my phone on me, but feel free to reach me on Facebook. Let them know you have a YouTube channel. It gives you more credibility. It gives you more of a I'm here to stay kind of thing. I'm not here to spam a bunch of links on AdFly or something like that, or anything like that. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man.
Sure, that's it. They're just they want people who are going to promote in an ethical way, and even that's kind of fuzzy. One thing I would suggest, if you really want to get a great understanding, I'd love for you to check out my blog. It's nomadicincomeexperiment.com. I should have a fresh piece of content on there here in the next day or so about why you'll likely fail at CPA and how you can prove me wrong. But one of the guys that just doesn't pull any punches. I love his work. It's a fantastic blog if you're interested in CPA. Is Finch Sells, FINCHSELLS.com, and he just doesn't pull any punches. I mean, he just.
All right, so I heard finchsales.com. It kind of got a little wonky there for a second. So finchsales.com, you need to visit that site, people. It's just good for if you're doing anything in CPA market. That's what I got from that, right? But yeah, definitely. Can you mention your blog? I have a link to your blog. It should be something like join the conversation here on the Hangout. But I'll put one in the description too. But yeah, yeah. Basically, check out Casey's stuff, guys. He's going to have a blog post here pretty soon, and this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to CPA marketing. It's not promising the $10,000 push button software or push button system or anything like that. But as you can see, if you can make $500 over a couple of months, maybe you can scale that up to $1,000 per month or something like that, just depending on your budget. I think one of the main things we can take away from this is that you can do free advertising, but that only goes so far, and it's going to take you more time. You can build that up and whatnot, but really, if you really, especially with CPA marketing, it seems like you really want to focus on getting the right paid, services, whether it be like link tracking or something like that, or better yet, an autoresponder. With that, is it easy, or I say easy, but like, has CPA marketing led to you being able to build an email list from people?
Most of the traffic that I have done, and I'm actually moving away from this, but so you can direct link. So just as an example, so Bing ads, I've done a lot of traffic through Bing ads. Bing ads, one of the things that's kind of cool about them is that you can direct link to offers. They still don't allow adult offers as an example, but you can direct link your offers. You have a pretty easy ad approval process. There's not a lot required. Sometimes there'll be issues with keywords and different things like that. But so with Bing ads, I can direct link. With Facebook ads, I cannot. With Facebook ads, I need to create a landing page. So when you're first starting, you're like, well, I don't want, especially like me. I mean, I started from complete scratch, from zero. I mean, no technical knowledge. A good understanding of how to operate a browser on a computer, and beyond that, not much knowledge of how computers work, and so or technical skills. And so I just really had to kind of start from zero. And so I was like, well, I don't want to have to mess with with building landing pages and all this stuff, because it's just added time. And added expense in many cases, and so I thought, well, I just want a direct link. But over time, what you realize is, without a pre-sale page, without an intermediary page where you're taking, so say you're driving people off of Facebook. Facebook marketing is called interrupt marketing, because I'm not scanning Facebook for offers to buy. I'm scanning Facebook to check out my friends, what's going on with them. It's a social network, as opposed to, say, Bing, which is paid traffic. Paid search traffic. So somebody has intent. They've already shown an intent to do something. I'm searching for the best facial cream. So now I'm going to go after those keywords, and I'm going to try to market my ad on the side and try to get them to click on it. Facebook is completely different. It's interruption marketing, right? So if you don't have a pre-sale page, you really don't want to direct link anyway. You need a pre-sale page that kind of warms them up and moves them out of the social mindset and gets them ready for the offer, because the offer is going to be for them, probably to buy something, take action, and you want them to be warmed up. You need to do that with a pre-sale page. And so anyway, I lost where we were going with that, Phil. I apologize.
No, you're fine. Well, this kind of goes in with the pre-sale page. That pre-sale page, can it be a freebie offer, like something related to a CPA offer, like maybe like a little cheat sheet? I'm not really sure. I'm still kind of new to CPA, but can it be something like that? That might be a good way to warm them up, is have it something free for them And because it is interruption marketing, like you said on Facebook, with it being, it's, like they already know they're going to go look for buy something, that it's an advertisement or whatever. But it is a good, and so maybe you'll just make a sale there, right? But maybe there's less chance of collecting an email address that way. That's really what I'm talking about, because say one of these networks decides, like you said on YouTube, they decided one marketer got mad and took your channel off, or got you off, took your video off or whatever. But when it comes to email, if you start collecting people's email address, that's a little bit more your wheelhouse, more your, you can kind of send traffic wherever you want without relying on the different social media platforms as much. So I can see the value of, using Bing ads, just because, people are already in a buyer's mentality. But I can also see the value on the repeat customer side on Facebook, because you have more. It seems like you might have more of a chance to collect an email address, right? I don't know if I'm correct or wrong.
No. You're right. And I apologize. I just kind of lost where I was going with that before. But yes, the point I was going to make was I have been kind of in a transition away from direct linking and using pre-sale pages. And with a pre-sale page, of course, you can have a freebie or something else, and it's much easier to capture the lead or to capture the email when you're using a pre-sale page. Lots of people I'm going to pay 10 cents a click for every person that clicks on this ad or keyword or whatever. Where eCPM is, let's say that.
Casey, real quick, I thought it kind of got back to where it was, but you said lots of people and then started mentioning something. It kind of went wonky for a second.
I'm
sorry, I'm making you backtrack. It's just Google's crazy sometimes, but
no, it's okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you off track. So
that's okay. So anyway, the point we were talking about before was just the fact that with a pre-sale page, yes, it's easier. I am in the process, or have been kind of transitioning away from doing very much direct linking, just simply because conversion rates are not as high. You're going to pay more for every conversion, which is going to make your return on investment smaller when you're direct linking. There are some types of offers and some methods where direct linking might not be a bad idea, but generally speaking, for the person getting started, you're going to be doing cost per click type advertising rather than media buys. And when you're doing cost per click means that you need intent. If you're not doing it through buying search engine traffic, you're doing it through interruption marketing, then you really, really need to use a pre-sale page. And then in that case, then yes, it's real easy to set it up to where you can capture emails.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, I do have one kind of just off the cuff question, because I always think it's interesting to ask this, but what was the first, did your first affiliate sale come from a CPA offer, or what was it from?
My very first affiliate commission, yes, it was from that CPA offer. So, and that's that particular offer and all of that. That's what will be included. That'll be my opt-in. What you get with my opt-in, that case study. I'm working on it right now. I should have it up as my lead opt-in probably by the end of this week. By Sunday, I should have it set up where if you go to my blog and you sign up, you'll get that case study.
Okay, so people will have to check out the Nomadic Income Experiment, right? Did I get it correct?
That's it.
Check it out. Casey's got great copywriting. I love his stuff. I noticed him on Facebook. Using all these words, like I said, way above my head, but I had to Google them eventually. But I tell you what, he's got a great message. He's got a great writing style. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm going to check it out myself. They'll just have to go to your website. It's too long to mention right now. But what's it called? There's a link here. I'll put another one. But yeah, man, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we start wrapping it up, man? Because I think we got a lot of value out of this interview, because honestly, I did too, because I've looked into CPA marketing before, but just like many things, I kind of just, drifted off to something else. I got approved on PeerFly and then never sold anything on there. I tried Neverblue, but then I didn't get approved or anything like that. So I kind of got a little butthurt about it. And so I just kind of gave up on CPA marketing. It's good to have somebody that's actually in the game, in the trenches, not no BS kind of stuff, no, unless you're making $10,000 a month or something, telling you actual numbers, being legit, because it seems like a lot of guys can be, can kind of throw numbers out there, and it makes you question the validity. They might even throw like, payment proof or whatever, but a lot of stuff can be, Photoshop. So it's good to hear a legit guy talking about this stuff, because it's good to have that in the internet marketing game, especially in like whatever you're interested in, CPA marketing or whatever. But yeah, I want people to check it out and check out the Nomadic Income Experiment. It's like a tongue twister for me, but what's it called? But check it out. Casey's a good guy, and go Red Raiders.
Red Raiders.
Anything else before we go, man?
No, I mean, if anybody has any questions, I mean, I'm passionate about it. I really enjoy it. I love the field of internet marketing in general, but CPA is just kind of where I stuck my flag in the soil, so to speak, and said, I claim this ground, and it's what I've spent the most time on. And so if anybody has any questions or anything, just reach out to me, through Facebook. If I can help you, I certainly will. So it's good talking to you, Phil. I appreciate the opportunity.
Likewise, man. It's been excellent, and it's good to have another marketer on here, teaching me something too, because I'm learning as well. It's better to have 2 heads or 10 heads better than one, or whatever the saying is. I'm totally butchering it, but yeah, it's good to hear somebody else's perspective on it, because man, it's kind of like when you come with your own family, none of them are interested in this stuff. So I could talk about this stuff all day long. I literally could. I'm sure there's other people out there like that, because they're like, oh, somebody actually cares about what I have to say. So it's good to have another guy on there, especially a guy that, as much knowledge as you do. So I appreciate it, man. I want to thank you again. Everybody check out my boy, Casey Lindsey. Check him out on Facebook as well. He's on Facebook. That is your Facebook profile name, is Casey Lindsey.
Yes.
Yeah, check him out there, and check out his case study coming up. It's going to be later this week or whatever. I'll get on to you about it, Casey. You're in my group, so but I'll share it in there. And I really, really appreciate the time you took to do this interview. We had a little complications doing it because our schedules kind of butted heads or whatever. But hey, that stuff happens, man. So I really, really appreciate it, man. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you too. Have a great day, man.
All right. Seacrest out.